Hey, welcome to my very first post on this new Instagram handle, Longview Life. I want to get a couple of things straight right away. I'm not trying to be an influencer and I'm not trying to monetize this. This is really, this is primarily for me. It's a way for me to express um, my life. I've lived a lot of life in 54 years, and I have this intense need. It sits right here to express myself that I've just held back, held back, and I realized, I've been consulting my best friend Jared and a couple other people. Is I'm an artist, and I've always been an artist since I was a kid. I just didn't know it until I read Rick Rubin's book, The Creative Act, last May. But I'll talk about that on another post. I just want to talk right now about the purpose of this and tell you guys three stories, because I'm going to tell you a lot of stories. And purpose, really, for me, first and foremost, like I said, is for me to express, just express my life. But in doing so, my aim, desire, hope, wish is that it can help you. Because being alive right now as a human is very, very difficult, especially in the Western world. And I can tell you the last 18 months, since August of 2022, has been the hardest, most challenging time of my life, and I'm still in the middle of it. It is not over. I'm still being forged. So this is like an expression, not just for myself, but of our collective humanity, of our collective human journey experience. And I'm doing that out of like empathy and compassion, because I've been humbled greatly. I've been reduced. I always tell people I've been hammered by God into just pieces now, and I'm being rebuilt. I'm okay with that, but it's fucking hard sometimes. So, anyways, I want to tell you three stories. That these are my original, two are my original Longview thoughts when I was a teenager, and the third one is something I developed about 2 years ago. And these are the ones that they're like my they're like my foundation stone, because I'm a stone builder. I do the dry stone method, and that's that. And I hold the long view when I build. I'm building for, I'm building for centuries. So, so I've had these thoughts, and the first one when I was 13. See, I grew up in Indiana, in the middle of Indiana, flat country. My dad was originally a Baptist preacher, and I went to a Baptist church. I went to about the first 6% of my life, until I was 18, was spent in some sort of Baptist church related something, man. Awana, freaking camp, startup Christian schools, church. And for me, life was incredibly boring. We had no TV. We weren't allowed to watch movies, any of this stuff. And I just remember I was 13 one time. I was outside. We lived in the country, and I was out in the yard looking up, and I remember the moon was out, and I just, you know, I looked up, and I just remember the headspace I was in. I just like, there's got to be more to life than this. Just going to church and on Sunday mornings, Sunday evenings, Wednesday, Mondays, Awana, blah blah blah, and this was my first mystical experience. This like portal opened up to my right. This like door in another dimension, not a door, a window in another dimension, just about that tall. And I remember this overwhelming, amazing message, thought, hard to describe. It just says, there's way more to life than this. And it showed me, it was kind of a reveal in another dimension of the future. And it's just like, you just have to wait 6 more years. And 6 more years is when I went in the Marine Corps, and life just started unfolding for me. The Marine Corps for me was the greatest decision I ever made. It just opened up the world to me. So that was my first, what I call long view thought. And I had to hold it. I had to just wait 6 years. Then I had an incredible decade in my 20s. Like, I did my 20s right, and I am going to tell you guys so many stories about my 20s in hopes that anyone who's early in their 20s, mid 20s, grabs their 20s by the cojones and lives it well. The second, like, long view thought was probably when I was around 16. I just remember, I don't know what I was going through. I just remember this very distinctly. I remember promising myself that I would never quit on myself. And I promised myself that so clearly that I remember it to this day, and it still sustains me, even when I've had some just deep, dark spots this last year, and I just like, I just went back to that, and that's my second long view thought, like a foundation stone that sustained me. The third one was something like about probably spring of 2023, this last spring. I was walking down this country road in Texas. I do a lot of walking, sometimes with sandbags, sometimes walk. That's where I talk to myself, I coach myself, I do the dialectic process. And I remember, and I think I may have posted about it, is I'm only here one time on this planet as me, as John. And I believe that we are souls that choose to come down here, and we come down here with a purpose. I definitely believe Journey of the Souls book that my best friend Jared sent to me in 2020 was just changed my life. And I remember just having this incredible thought is I'm here one time on the earth, and I have no idea, but I'm in the entire history of the cosmos, from the beginning to if there's ever even an end, in the infinity, I'm here one time. As me, as John. And then what happened, I layered upon that this other thought that I developed during this Tony Robbins course is I'm a fractal expression of the Godhead. To me, that's like the biggest way to express the unknown, the consciousness, the one. God, it supersedes everything. I'm made in the image of that, whatever that is, that with a big T. I'm an expression of that, and I get to be an expression of that through my work and through who I am and how I live my life. And it really turned things around for me. It gave me this deep sense of meaning and purpose that I try to grab onto every time I'm feeling because I've had every human emotion you can imagine this past 18 months, and I am not immune to that. And so I just want to tell you that was my third one, is that my third long view thought that I'm continually using, which is I'm here one time as me. I'm here to express my uniqueness, my potential. That is my ultimate purpose, because it's symbiotic with the Godhead, with God. He gets to grow. Consciousness gets to become more aware of itself, and then I get to enact my potential as an artist, as a designer of experiences, as a stone builder, as a human. And so those are my three kind of long view foundation thoughts I just want to share with you, because life's hard right now. I don't know what it is, what's going on. We're in a huge adjustment, huge transformation, and I'm acknowledging that. I'm expressing that to you right now. And one thing I do, I tell people I give myself grace a lot. I do this, boom. This has helped me through so much stuff. I put my hands on my heart and I give myself grace. And it's kind of like kindness to and love to myself. And I'm not too big, too tough, too masculine not to do that, man. That has helped me so much. So that's my maybe gift to you today is give yourself grace.